Hey, brother.
My evil twin was good, bro.
Listen, man, with things you said to in our battle, I think you're the evil one. Listen, it's good to get you back on the show, dude. I know this isn't like the first time in a while that we speak. I know we usually speak, privately, but it's good to actually get you back on the show, man. How's everything been?
For sure, yeah. Everything's been good. For all the fans wondering, I'm not free.
I was about to
All
say
right.
free sick, first of all, free sick. Everyone's already put that. There's a
Yo,
first comment.
don't
First,
start that trend. That's not a real thing. That's not a
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Don't
That's
start.
not a thing. Yeah.
Don't start
No,
that.
for everybody wondering, I got some amazing opportunities because of battle rap that
Yeah,
are music related. You know what I mean? So the whole year, that's what I was working on. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So anytime I got called for a card, I said no because that was more, advantageous to focus on. But I just
Lucrative,
finally,
lucrative.
yeah, lucrative,
Facts,
exactly.
facts.
Um, but I mean, I just got finished with that. So my first stop is at my home league this Saturday on iBattle. I'm battling a guy named Homeschool over there. Um, and that's gonna start my run for the year because I'm outside for the rest of the year.
Yeah. Do you see I know I don't take you as someone that looks like through or past opponents, but do you have an idea as to how many battles you want to do this year? Do you want to do two? Are you looking to, stack as much as you can before the end of the year or
The way it's looking, yeah, because I do have another one booked after this. That's a big event. Um, so it's looking like after this, at least three more.
at least three more?
At least
Oh
three
man.
more.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
all including I actually have two booked. I have one the London battle versus Koj.
Ah,
That's
yes you
booked in
do.
November. Yeah, that's in November. Then the other one I got booked that I can't talk about is fucking crazy. People been asking for this for a while. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So can't wait for that shit to come out. And other than that, yeah, maybe one or two more. You know what I mean? I
That's fire.
mean,
That's fire. What
yeah, I've been trying to, and I can say this now because he said it on Angry Fan. For like 3 days, it was about to be me versus Diz on the Battle of the Bay shit.
ah
Yeah,
ah
it was for like 3 days, but then it turned out for the better because he just, we were first thinking of doing like a one rounder or like, making it like a surprise, and then we are just throwing around weird ideas, and we're like, it doesn't. At the end of the day, I'd rather do a 3 round battle with him. You know what I mean? That's
100%,
like
yeah.
a regular battle. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I feel like with a battle between you guys, that's not a battle that you necessarily have to like strike when the iron is hot. There doesn't really need to
yeah,
be promo for something like that. That is a battle that people will always want, will always anticipate. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So when it comes out, it wouldn't even need like, bro, the promotion would be the battle itself. And obviously a battle with Diz, man, you want to be as prepared as possible, as prepared as you can be. It's funny because like he kind of reminds me of Daylight, to where Daylight was the hardest person to ever write for because
yeah,
I kept thinking about all the possible things that he could do when we're on the stage. And I feel like Diz is
yeah.
very unpredictable in that sense. So I feel like he would be like one of those guys where you constantly have to think about like what he's going to do, which is not something that I ever do for an opponent. Like I never think in the back of my head, what is he, trying to come up with. I always try to like hyper focus on myself.
Yeah, there's very few opponents that I feel like I've had to worry about that with, and it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like, I remember before I battled you, I was like, you know, shook of what angles you might take. You know what I mean? Like,
Shook
or
of
like,
me, little old me.
no, but listen, but like, you're one of the more unorthodox guys, right?
Right.
Before I battled Pat, I had no idea what
Oh
I
my.
was gonna stand in front of. You know
I
what I mean?
can't even. Yeah, I can't even
Like
imagine. I can't even imagine.
before DNA, I was like, this guy could do everything. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right, right.
so you never know. So yeah, Diz is definitely one of those guys. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but it's good that we talked more than just because like when we did the Pat event, I got to chop it up with him just a little bit. We didn't
Hmm.
really get to pick it, and then we talked on like spaces before or something. You know
Right.
what I mean? But when we were talking about this battle potentially happening, it's good to see where his headspace is at with me versus him. We both agree that it gotta happen. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and I think
man,
yeah, it'll line up when it benefits you guys the most, and it'll be exactly what it needs to be. Um, so you started off talking about music, and
yeah.
I'm always interested in asking a battle rapper this question. What do you enjoy more? Do you find a balance between writing for battle rap and writing for music? Like,
The
do you
only time I've done both at the same time was the week I battle Shine. Didn't turn
really?
out too well. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You know
Like,
what? I did the same thing versus Geechee. It's so stupid. Geechee and T Top and Daylight. And just want to become a rap, become a music artist. No,
no, but dead
I
ass like
completely
that.
understand. Yeah, that's a hard
And
thing to
and
balance
and
out.
and I'm not talking about Sean, because Sean would have showed up like that regardless. I had a problem regardless. But
Right,
I'm
right,
talking
right.
about, I feel like I was very lazy on that stage for that
Yeah,
performance. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's why I had to come back and have, one of the best battles of the year with Twerk right after that. But like
Unreal.
that week was the most stressful week of my life because so y'all don't know who Jazzy B is, but he's like the Snoop Dogg of my people, right?
Right, right, right.
1.1 million monthly Spotify listeners, right?
Crazy.
And he had seen my third round for you, ironically, when I was talking about all that shit
Yeah.
that was going on in India, and he reached out for a feature. Um, and at this time, I don't know if I'm on Gnome yet. Me and Beasley talked about it,
Mm,
but nothing was final.
right.
And then now it's Friday before Gnome, so I still am kind of, just in the back of my mind, like I'm like I got to be prepared no matter what, and I got a bunch of bars laying around.
Mm.
But Jazzy B is like, yo, I need this verse by Monday. So now I'm like, all right.
uh,
I get home, I get a URL app notification, right?
mm.
I look at the app, it says K Shot versus Real Sick. I was like, oh, I said, what?
uh,
I
God.
said, hold up. Like next, so now it's like a week out, right?
Yeah.
And all the conversations I had with Beasley again before that, they were that it might happen, but again, there was no paperwork, there was nothing solid yet. So
Right, right,
I
right.
had ideas, but so now I'm doing this verse for Jazzy B, right? And I gotta write 3 rounds for Shine, right? So then I was like, let me knock this 16 out,
Mm.
go in the booth, record it. Then I start writing for Shine. Turns out I'm the gift and the curse of being a good rapper. Jazzy B loves the verse. She's like, yo, do another one, bro. I,
And you don't want to tell him anything. Like,
I can't say
you can't
no. I
say
can't say
nothing
no.
but
Yeah.
absolutely right. Yes. When do you need it? I got
He
you.
says, yeah. He's like, but again, it's due by Monday. You know what I mean? I got to hand in the album on Monday, and it's like
Damn.
Saturday now. So literally that Friday to when I got off stage with Sean was like the most stressful rap week I've ever had. Like,
I can't even imagine.
and
Yeah.
and like reflecting now divide and conquer on all streaming platforms. Jazzy B Real Sick is out now. uh
Fire.
we've shot some scenes for a video. We don't have it fully out yet. Just when you YouTube him, you'll
Mm.
see how many millions of views he gets. Like, this is a big deal.
Yeah, I've taken
just
it.
our
Yeah. Yeah.
just our YouTube audio has like 300K on it, and it's just YouTube audio, nothing, you know more than that. And it's an important song. It's about, the politics and shit going on over there with my people. You know what I mean? So
Right. Right.
that was so the pressure of 1.1 million monthly people are gonna listen to these two verses,
Right. Right. Right.
and I don't know how many, but the whole battle rap community is gonna watch me stand in front of one of the most dangerous battle rappers in the world
Mm-hmm.
next week. You know what I mean? So
Who
to
are,
answer your question, I I don't like doing them at the same time.
okay.
You know
All
what I mean?
right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Never at the same time.
Never at the
But
same time.
they both kind of have their like the version of me y'all gonna see on Saturday. The improvements, the differences, all of that shit you see is
Uh.
because I've been in the booth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so so the only year that I didn't record music was 2021, and
Mm,
that was the year that I was on my run. You know,
yeah.
when you were gracious enough to shine the light on me. You know
Stop
what I mean?
it. Oh,
And
stop it. You're welcome.
then the
Stop.
two, then the two, then the 2-on-2, then the Danny battle, Arsenal, Av, Pat, Stay, DNA. That's 7 battles, right?
Yeah.
In 12 months, which you
Wild.
know, to somebody like A Ward or Danny who do like 16 of them a year, might
Yeah.
sound like it's nothing,
That's
but
that's
like,
a low number, first of all. I just want to let
yeah,
you know
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
low
yeah,
number. I don't know the
yeah.
last time A Ward or Danny only rapped 16 times in
16,
a
yeah,
year,
you're
bro.
right, you're
Yeah,
right,
they're
you're right,
pumping out
you're
like
right.
30. They're
Yeah,
ridiculous, man. Yeah, they're ridiculous.
but that year was the only one where I literally had. I don't think people realize how much material battle rap really is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's like if you have like what 3 battles, you got an EP's worth, and then you got at another 3, you got an album. You know what I
yeah, I
mean?
mean a one performance, like say you book on URL, you got 330 rounds with a 4 minute grace. You're talking like, I mean, an old school 3 verse 3 chorus song that lasts 4 minutes. So you're writing, yeah, you're basically writing like
You're
three
writing 3 songs per
full
battle.
full songs, and then you only get to perform those songs once.
No
Like
hook. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like you fuck up at a show tomorrow, it's like, all right, see you guys the next day, you know, I'm over here performing the same thing. Yeah, it's like it's
Mhm.
three yeah, and it's like the battle is the listening party, and it's like a live listening party, and you only get
Yeah.
to perform for the people one time. And then and I
And
think that's a funny thing with me. I kick myself after every single battle because
mhm.
of that. Because when I'm finished with a performance, all you have to do, like all you can do after that, is look at ways that you could have performed it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I didn't rehearse it like that, or man, if I had just put the proper emphasis on that first round,
That
or if I
one
had done
bar.
this that one bar,
Yeah.
or like there is none of that. So it's like
Yep.
however you practiced and however you thought it was going to sound, you have to match it the most you possibly can, and you only get one shot. Yeah,
Yeah, and
it's
yeah,
pretty insane.
you only get to perform it once, like you said,
Yeah.
and it's not like a listening party with all of your fans either. It's not
No,
like it's
right.
not a
Some
party.
people don't
It's
want to
more
be
like
there. Some people, their girlfriends drag them. Some of them, it's like, yeah, they're like,
yeah.
they don't even want to be there. They feel like
Some
they,
of it is not even. It's like a listening party with critics in the room. You know what
right.
I mean? Like
And with some people, oh yeah, and there's also 15 other listening parties going on that night.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there's specific people in the room that are only there to listen to those listen parties. Like, yeah, it gets
yeah,
kind of crazy, but like it's funny how you, because I always think of battle rap as such a more pressure situation because you are on a time clock, and it's almost like I look at music as such a stress-free thing, thing, but at the end of the day, if you were to get as big as you are in battle rap in the music industry, it would probably be like as pressuring, if not more pressure on you. It wouldn't be such a, well, I'll write when I want to write, because if you get that big, you have people like Jazzy B going, yeah, you have to do this at a certain time, or you have to write
or
this. You
you
know what
don't
I'm
make
saying?
the album.
Or you don't
You
make
know
the
what I mean?
album, right?
Like
So it's like it could be
yeah,
just as much pressure to perform at the highest level in music than I guess in battle rap. So I guess it really depends on, you know, how much effort you're putting into each. You know, I think battles will
yeah,
always be stressful. I don't think music always will be. You're not, you know, you're not always gonna run into something like that. But I can imagine that's fucked
it's,
up, having Jazzy B and then Keisha. You got one person trying to help you, one person trying to eat your fucking
yeah,
eat your
exactly.
soul. You got one person like,
And
yeah, let's
then
hop on this track, and then this guy's like, I don't ever want you on the stage again. I'm gonna try my
yeah, yeah,
hardest.
right.
Yeah, that's
But at the end of the day, um, the only difference without the Jazzy B shit would have been that I just would have been more present in my performance. You know what I mean? That's it. Like I don't
mm,
want people
mm.
misconstruing because anytime I've said this before, people start thinking I'm trying to like take away from Shine or something. I
Right,
would
right,
have
right.
stood in front of that Shine regardless, and I would have had a hard night regardless.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just would have been more present. You know what I mean?
Right,
With my shit.
it's a
But
tough thing. It's a tough thing to say when you have honest You know what I mean? Like things that happened or like stuff that you just want to relay because
Right.
even if you present it as in like, hey man, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to make excuses, but like, yeah, there was a lot going on. It's like, it's tough because people will wait for that. Like they'll wait for that and they'll use it against you, even if you're being like honest about shit. So it's like, it's weird. People troll you in that way, but shit, dude, it don't matter. You do
And
what you do. So
the crazy shit is I'm starting to see, cause like my music is gonna be the way it's looking right now. Like a late fall release, and the
nice.
people I'm working with are thinking of getting me on tour with them early next year, right? So I got to,
Bye sick. That's the new hat. No, no free sick. Bye sick. See
but
you
yeah, but
later.
I got a little experience of Jazzy B had a show out in New York. It's on my Instagram actually, and he just
Nice.
asked like, you want to come out to the show? And then randomly in the middle of the show, he like turns to the guy. Oh, by the way, the song's name is Divide and Rule, not Divide and Conquer. I think I said Divide and Conquer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he turns to the DJ and he's like, yo, play the song. And I'm hearing him say this. And then he's like, get another mic while the crowd is like still singing along to whatever song he had, right? And I'm like, I'm about to perform right now. Like, are
Oh
you
my
serious?
god,
I
man.
didn't even know I was performing. So now I start battle rapping my verses. The
Yes.
first the first 8 bars, I'm like battle rapping them, right? And
I think I saw this on you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So like, I didn't know because I'm in front of a crowd and I'm like rapping, and then I said the line that was like the line, and I was like da 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 da, right? And all the girls in the front are just like, whoa, you know what I mean? They're just bopping their head, you know what I mean? They're just vibing to the song,
Right,
and
right.
like little shit like that made me realize, like a stage performance is so much different than battle rap. They're
Oh,
not
dude,
even really
100%.
listening to the words. You know what I mean?
No,
They're
no,
kind of just
no. Yeah.
hearing the flow. You know what I mean? And they're waiting for the hook to get there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Nobody in
then
the
they can
crowd's
put
gonna
their
be
hands
like,
up.
nobody's gonna be
Yeah.
like, that bar was ass. That bar, man, dude, that was that bar, bro. That's not even a punch. Like, bro, that is
But
actually amazing.
it's funny because I knew that with music, right?
Right, right.
Because I think since my JC battle, um, I mean, I was so into music. I had those big fucking headphones on at that event, that one round event or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I was just making music back to back. From
Yeah.
then to this last June, I was doing music. So I realized like, when I first got back into it, again, I've been rapping since I was 8. Like I stepped
Right,
in the
right, right.
studio when I was like 11 or 12. So
Mm,
I've
mm.
been doing that most of my life.
Yeah.
But like getting back into it, I was more so just trying to kill the beat instead of make a good song.
Bruh,
You know what I
the
mean?
fact that people still say that in instrument, like murder the instrumental,
Yeah, murder the.
like kill the flow. I'm about to fuck this tempo up, bro.
No, but my favorite is when you make a metaphor out of it. Like, I bodied the beat so bad.
Body
You
the
know what I mean? The producer suing me or something like. You know what I mean? Like, I got sued for property damage or something. You know what
vegetarian
I mean?
how I ate the beef.
People still do
Oh,
that.
yeah,
That's
they
the crazy.
still do. They still do.
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible. Yo, I want to ask, are you engaged with your girl?
Nah.
No. Um I remember looking at your Instagram a couple months ago and I think you promoted on the story that she was doing like a some kind of show for like fitness.
Hmm.
Do
Hmm.
you find yourself like do you find it important to kind of push for your significant other in the field that she's trying to get to the way she kind of pushes for you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not with somebody that's like lazy. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
we both of our, as much as I keep my life away from the public eye as possible, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
I just found somebody that's ambitious too. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we're both doing crazy shit right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
and especially for our community as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
So hell yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's definitely something, and I don't even like going too much in depth about it because of this thing we have called battle rap. You know what I mean? But
Right, right. Yeah, sorry. That
but
wasn't a setup or anything, but yeah.
no, I know.
Of
But
course.
what I'm saying is like, as much as like I fully believe that you're not put on this rock in space to go to work and make money for somebody else until you die. You know what I mean? Like
Yep. Yep.
that's not your like it's crazy to me that there's some people that are like stuck in that, you know, hamster wheel of
Right,
like
right.
waking up, going to work, and just doing nothing else with their life, and whatever their hobby is, they might do it on a weekend here and there, but they're not like you're not here for that. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right, right, right.
you know, that's why, getting on URL when I got on it and being able to monetize my hobby and all of this has been such a blessing for me.
Right.
I try to tell everybody else the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I luckily haven't had to work since I got on URL. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
Because
right.
of the attention it gives you and the money I was making there when caffeine was active and all of that stuff, the opportunities I got off of it, like that's what the goal should be. You know what I mean? Because
Yes,
like,
and especially when you get a taste of it. Like
yeah,
when you get a
like
taste, like, I don't ever want to go back to, having to,
never.
and maybe not like working, because you can work things for health insurance and like dental and like coverage for your kid and shit like that. But like I
Right,
don't ever want to rely on that again, especially when you
right,
have something that's given to you, which is a talent, and you have every day to capitalize on it. Yeah. It's
yeah,
100% something that you always need to, do. And it's just dope that I saw that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to have that
yeah, for
support
sure.
system where it's like your significant other is doing the same thing, like same
Yeah,
mentality, same drive, and then you bounce that energy off of each other. So yeah, that's
yeah, and it also like, because another thing I don't think we realize now. I'm 28. You know what I mean? So
nice.
if you're lucky, if I'm lucky, the amount of time that I've lived on Earth so far, I'm gonna do it two more times. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like this is a
right,
long ass like
right.
like as much as I've done so far, like I still have like it's like nothing. Like
Right,
I
right,
think
right.
people look at getting older, like I think a little, like you never have a real good perspective on it because you're always either in the future or the past instead of like being in the present. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm blabbering or whatever, but
No,
like
you're not. No, you're making
basically,
sense.
yeah, basically like I don't want to, the amount of time I've been here, I don't want to go through that again and then look back on it like, wow, I didn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
this first, so in 2 years when I'm 30, I can look back at the first third of my life and be like,
I killed that
I
shit.
did that.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
now,
And
so
now
now
you
that I
you get a
learned,
new slate, and then you're smarter than
yeah,
ever too. You're wiser. You know more. So
yeah,
it's like that second chapter. It's like, all right, I kind of know
yeah,
what to do now. Like, all right,
yeah.
let's do.
And now the second one, everybody that's older always says, you get the richest you're gonna be in your life. You started like in your 30s. Like that's
Right.
when you start like rich. Your 20s is for like mistakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And shit like that. So like the fact that I haven't made many mistakes in my 20s, which is a good sign. I think you know what I mean.
Of course.
So like I'm yeah, but yeah, I think when you just put in perspective what life is, you know what I mean? Floating in space. You know what I mean? Like
It's yeah.
you
It's
don't
like
gotta, and you're setting an alarm for the morning. You know what I mean? Like
right,
what
right,
like what
right,
all these other things, politics and all these other debates people get into. Look up, bro. Like you're like
dude. Yeah,
this
yeah.
shit is so minuscule. The shit people fight. That's why I'm never in this like battle rap drama and none of that shit. You know what I mean? Because
Oh
it's not.
God.
I'm not invested in it like that. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
hard to, yeah. Like
it doesn't make any sense.
I feel like
Yeah.
to get yourself lost in other people's drama, like you have to find time for that. And that is a lot
Right,
of
right,
wasted
right.
time. So it's like it gets to a
Yeah,
point where it's like when I hear of drama and things going on, it's like I could only get it in a nutshell. Because if I were to sit down and try to actually pay attention, the fucking day would go by, and it's like, did I make any money? Did I do this? Like, did I
Yeah,
do that?
and
Like, you,
and before you know it, you just watch like, four 37-minute videos of Verb on Spaces. You know what I mean? And you're like, yo, this is what I just did with the last 2 hours of my fucking, you know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right,
it's
right.
like, yo,
And
like
let's
that
get
is that.
Yo, let's actually that's a good segue to get into, since we're talking about that, and we were talking about killing beats before as well. So shout,
Right.
shout out to Verb. Verb versus A Ward is going down. How do you feel about that? Who do you think comes out the victor in that one?
Verb does better in small rooms, I think,
Yes, yeah, I would agree.
than he does on big stages. Like his Suge performance, I think, was better than his Hollow performance or his Casey J performance
Hmm.
or any performance he's had on the stage since like Goods or John John. I feel like
Right,
him and Lux was good too, but like he still had some shit that was like even if that's your mark of his last time being good on the stage, you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like I think he's good. He's good in a small room. But I don't know what I don't know how to say this without people thinking I'm like trying to like hate on him or something.
Yeah.
Verb is a legend, man. I know he's like, you know, talk shit about me on spaces and shit before, but like,
Who hasn't? He tears us all
yeah.
apart.
After my twerk battle, he's like, "Do good again, do good again."
It's
It's
like,
like,
bro,
and then I did, and nothing happened.
yo, I
You know
used
what I
to
mean?
hate when people do that. Yo, like Surf used to do that. People would want to like battle Surf, and he'd go 6 more battles. He'd be like, "Yo,
Yeah, like,
do that 7 more times. I'll see you 3 years." It's like, damn. People be like, "Bet, yo, I got you." It's like, bro, like,
yeah, I was like my first fucking 2 years on URL. I battled some of the people you battled already, and had either better battles or better performances with them
right,
than you in some cases. Some
right,
cases, you know what I
right,
mean? Um, Shout out to him. He's doing his thing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? But he what I'm trying to get to is he doesn't battle. You know what I mean? Like
I think I know what you're talking
he
about. Yeah,
he
cipher
just
rap.
you know what I mean? He does like he doesn't attack his opponent as cutthroat as his opponent attacks him. Like A Ward every 4 to 8, he's gonna be saying something with verb that has like a payoff to it. Even if he takes an angle, you know what I mean? There's gonna be a payoff. There's gonna be a point. There's gonna be some kind of punchline or something that's gonna make people feel like it's a fight. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? Where like Verb has bars and shit like that where he might be saying some shit to you, but then uh, he'll end his round like I'm the A and you the B side, and just awkwardly turn around and not even
Right,
say
right,
like
right. So you're saying
round over or
it's
whatever. Like
like the climate that we're in now, like we're used to that setup reward. Like we're used to those rewards, we're used to those punches, and Verb kind of has like a more traditional style where it's like it's the
yeah,
imagery
but
and the yeah.
yeah, it doesn't even need to be a punchline. Like it's
Right.
just like a setup doesn't even need to be the thing. Like it could just you could rap the way you rap, but even somebody like when B Dot was active, right?
Yeah.
Man, I miss me.
Oh my
I will
god,
always hate battle rap
hurt
for
my
what y'all did to
soul
B
hearing you
Dot.
say that, man. Oh,
Battle
I
rap,
miss B
bro.
Dot.
I will never forgive battle rap for
Yeah,
what
there's a
they
lot of
did to
things I'll
B Dot.
never forgive from battle rap. That's one of them, man. Oh my god, dude.
B Dot incredible.
What an incredible talent, man.
Um, but even with him, he would be rapping. He wouldn't be doing setup shit. You know what I mean? Setup punch or whatever the climate
Right.
is. But he'd still be able to you know, wrap the present up in a bow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
would end it with
Make it
something. It
presentable.
would be
Yeah, at some
yeah, it
right,
would be
right.
some kind of payoff. That's the best way I could say it.
Yeah.
So like yeah, Verb could still put words together and shit, but like I don't think he's gonna I think he'll be better than the ways that we've seen him lately.
Yeah.
Because I think the St. Louis shit is probably inspiring him a bit. You know what I mean? Young L coming back, Hitman on the card, like all that Midwest shit is probably, especially the STL shit, is probably inspiring him a lot. So I think he'll be good, but I don't think You know, I mean, A Ward, like we said, has like 30 battles a fucking year. Like he knows how to battle. You know what I mean?
Right, and
So like,
he's so lethal, man. Yeah, he's lethal as hell. I think Verb could have one of those.
yeah,
Verb could have one of those Arsenal moments where, like, sometimes Arsenal he'll have these stretches of battles where you're kind of like, well, does he not care? You know, he'll have like these fizzle out
and
battles,
then
and
he'll
then
do
out of
what he did in the three
nowhere,
on three.
right, and then
Yeah,
out of nowhere, he's the best guy on the card. He's the best rapper. Nobody flows like him. Yada yada yada. I agree that like Verb hasn't. I thought his hollow battle was really good. I thought he did his thing versus Easy. Like put up one of the better fights versus him in Easy's like run. But I do think yeah, if we're going by like now, and Ward is just so dangerous. And then I also think, and I know Verb doesn't care about it, and maybe he's doing this on purpose to get as much as he could possibly get out of Ward. But all of this talk, man, it's got to be helping A Ward. Like it has to be helping him
yeah,
prepare as much as he wants. Like if you don't really need like we don't need motivation. We could turn that switch on and write like when we have to write, but there's a difference between like writing because we have to and then like really wanting to write because it's personal or it's like specific. You know what I'm saying? So he's
but
definitely
hey,
adding fuel to the fire that is A Ward. He's a
but trust me,
smokes.
I get that. I get that 100%. Like when you
Right.
actually want to write, you'll be surprised where you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
I think my biggest mistake
like,
was impersonating you before our battle. Like I knew you would have came with that shit, but there's sometimes where I'm like, why did I do that? I probably made this dude go,
you
I'm
made me
gonna
more
kill. Yeah,
cutthroat with
easily.
that for
I
sure.
know when I
Yeah,
make mistakes like that, bro. Like I did it, and I knew it was gonna be funny. I knew people, but I was
yeah,
like, this is gonna piss him off so much in the best ways that you could possibly make someone angry that benefits them.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you don't want to fight angry, but like you want to write angry. Like writing angry does help, especially in like in a sport like this. So, and I agree with you. Yeah,
You wanna,
I think Ward takes that. By the way,
yeah, you wanna write angry, but be able to know what you have. So like when you present it, you're still calm with it, but you
right,
know the material you're saying is some angry shit. You know what I mean? But you can
right,
channel it the right way. Yeah, for sure.
right. Like
So
you could write
look,
angry shit when you're not angry, but when you're writing angry shit when you're angry, it
yeah,
makes
yeah,
it's good. It makes it much better.
yeah. And look, I will never doubt. I think all the legends have that switch to where they could just be like, you know what, I feel like showing up for this one, or you know what, let me teach this kid a lesson. Like, I
Right.
think everybody has that switch. And
Yeah.
you know, if I'm predicting, yeah, I'm predicting A Ward, but I would love to be proven wrong. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of battle
100% right. Like I don't even want a clear win from both sides. Like I want a dope, like I want amazing battle. Like I'd like an amazing battle to come out.
for sure, for sure.
Just announced during the chat. I'm seeing people lighting the chat up. We got 170 in here. It's not the 10K that I usually ask for when I start these lives, but we'll work on that as we continue. Um Easy to Block Captain, Chrome 23, September 16th, live in Philly. Easy versus Geechee just got announced. Oh my
That's fire.
god.
That's fire.
Yeah, this is big. I mean, I would arguably say um I mean, Easy is on, and I know he battles Disaster before this, right? Easy is on
Yeah.
like the best run as far as like clearly winning battles that I have
Mhm.
ever seen in my life. Like you could compare it to Charlie Clips because I know Charlie Clips had like a big rise when he first became a battler. He had this crazy run
Yeah.
like where he didn't lose like a round for like 5 battles. Easy is arguably and on like a I don't even know like 10 battle clear win,
Yeah. It's crazy.
just and the only thing
It's
that
crazy.
wasn't a clear win was him in chess, and that's arguably one of the best battles in the history of battle rap. So it's like you didn't lose
You
that
can't.
one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have him
You
going
can't.
against the face, right? You can't what you said?
I was just gonna say you can't deny how crazy Easy's run is.
It's
You know what I mean?
impossible to, yeah. It's
Like
impossible. Yeah.
yo, take it from me, man. There was a point where, me and Easy came through Ultimate Madness 1 together. And, we would always like talk shit to each other, like, oh, he'd be like, I just got Cortez. And I was like, well, I just got Chilla. And then,
Right.
all right, I got Danny, I got Magic. All right, that's nothing. Now I'm on Caffeine with T Top. Well, I got
Yeah.
Mike P. I got
Right.
Rex. I got, like, we were like right there until probably like I joined the tournament again, I think. And that's like when he did Verb,
Yeah.
Calico, Goods, right? Like he's just like,
Shine, like,
and then yeah, but like even before that, I knew like Easy's out of here. You know what I mean? And I'm so happy for Easy and all the shit he got going on. I got nothing bad to say about him. I mean, I'm always rooting for him.
yeah,
Anytime, like when the Diz announcement was, I text him right away. Congrats, bro. That battle's gonna be crazy. Like Easy is
100.
doing it. He's doing it right. You know what I mean? So like,
Yep.
and this is just another dope ass move. You know what I mean?
I
People want to
mean,
see this battle. So like, dog, him and Geechee is crazy. And it's a
him and
month. He
Geet's gonna
got
be
a month
crazy.
from, because him and Diz is what, August 12th, right?
Him and Diz is August. Yeah, like for I think August like 8th, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
I
August
think
12th.
it's 12th. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
then
August
the
12th.
16th, so like a whole month later, he got Geechee. But he was probably, lining Geechee up. He probably got some shit here and there.
Right, and I think
Or
the rounds
ideas at
versus
least.
Diz are short. I don't think the rounds are too long versus Diz. I think it's like 130 with a 30-second grace.
Which
Um,
means 230 for Diz.
which means
And
yeah,
it means
479 for Diz, and and yeah, and Easy
90
also
for Easy. Yeah. Yeah.
90 for Easy, right? Um, and I mean, dude, I mean, it's in Philly. I'm the type of person that likes to think that there's not that much hometown advantage when it comes to certain guys, but I mean, I think Easy just has advantage. Like I just think he has everyone behind him. And this is gonna be crazy. Now, when it comes to a prediction, I think I said this before Easy's last like two battles. Until Easy clearly loses a rap battle, three
You can't
rounds
go
versus
against
three rounds, it is
him.
disrespectful to not pick him to win
Yeah.
whatever battle you want. Like it doesn't matter, bro. Until I see him clearly lose, I have to pick him in every single battle. And Geechee, obviously, you're asking me. If you're asking me, Geechee at times can be dangerous. Things can happen. Um, and he's fire, bro. He's amazing. But dude, like I said, bro, there's no. I just have to. I put anybody in front of Easy right now. I have to pick him as the winner until he loses, man. Until he loses clearly to where, and I'm talking like clear loss, like a loss. That word gets thrown around very loosely in battle rap. Clear losses are very hard to come by. So it's like until where you're like, if you picked Easy to win, you're out of your mind. Until that
Right.
happens, I have to go with Easy, man. I just have to.
Yeah. I think that yeah, you can't say, like you said, you can't say he's gonna lose if he hasn't lost yet, clearly. Um,
Yeah.
and one side of the coin is, last time Geechee battled somebody with a home field advantage is when he battled Mook. You know what I mean? And now he's going to battle Easy in Philly. That could be a
That's
similar situation.
yeah, yeah.
But I think, but also Geechee's last time in Philly on the big stage was him and Rock. You know what I mean? And he's
Oof.
getting kind of,
Damn, that's a
some
throwback.
people, some people would say that that's the way, that's media training. You just say some people would say, you know what I mean? So you know
Some
how
people would
to
say it would mean
navigate
one
around.
person told me. I'm
Some
saying
people would say Geechee might have a similar angle that he had against Rock when
right,
he had that round. You know what I mean?
right.
And Philly gave it up. Now that crowd also booed Tay Rock after cheering for him when he dissed Cassidy. You know what I mean? So like,
Well, that's
so
main
I don't
stage
know.
shit,
You
bro.
can't.
Nobody knows what to do in a big room, man. The crowds are
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
But if we talking about the way I like I can't remember the last time I watched a battle to judge it. I kind of just love watching good battles. You know what I
right,
mean? But
right.
like I think all we can ask for is when it's done, you're like, I don't know, I gotta see it again in a good
Right,
way.
right, right. Yeah, yeah.
That's
When
that.
I,
That's
yeah,
all I
like,
want. Yeah,
yeah, you know what? Like, I want to see it again because that guy falls. Some shit, like someone passes out. Like, I have
yeah,
to see that. I can't wait for that drop.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
I think Geechee is vet enough to kind of. I don't like. I'm not saying he would walk in there and with the same game plan, I guess, that he had against Mook, or that it would be the same as when he battled Mook. But I think that Geechee is vet enough to figure out what to do with Easy.
Right.
Um, but Easy has been on a run.
Yeah.
He's going crazy. So
Yeah, he
yeah,
has,
that
and yeah, I mean, I think like I feel like I always now want really good battles to happen. It's like because I get more positive as I get more positive in battle rap, and I like want better things to happen. I don't want one side to lose that bad. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want everyone to, unless it's like your battles. If it's like I'm battling somebody, I want that person to die. I want him to lose badly. I don't want you to benefit from this. I want to take all of it, bro.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I want to ask about homeschool. We didn't really touch on it. You said that you were
yeah.
battling him. Um, how do you feel about battling him? I know I saw him ruffling the feathers, which I just said I thought that was a very bad idea. And obviously we're not going to talk about it, but we have spoken, and you know, some people may say, I don't know who. Some people might say you got some shit. You got
You're
some
right.
shit. How do you like honestly your honest assessment of homeschool and you know what you think he can bring or what you can tell, you know, the people you are going to bring or plan on bringing.
At the end of the day, I battle is the reason I am where I am. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Lex
Yeah.
had a plan for me. Lex reaching out when I was just battling like once a year just for fun and
Mm,
being like, yo, why aren't you active? Like you could be a star. And
right.
him having a plan for me and the first year, me getting on iBattle, being able to go to London and get the URL call, you know what I mean? And I was just out of here after that. Like
Mm-hmm.
any chance that I get, I'm always talking to Lex, and I'm like, all right, who? I'm always going to events, seeing who the
Right.
new talent is over there. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like I'm very invested in iBattle and the battlers over there. I want them all to do good, right?
Mm,
So homeschool is somebody that is a very good writer.
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
very
He is.
good at writing. He's clever. He'll say some shit that you'll be like, yo, how did he think of that? Right?
Right. Right.
But like I told him on Twitter, he hasn't had a real battle yet.
Yeah.
And I want him to be great.
Mm,
And you can't be great if you haven't had a real battle yet. And the truth of the matter is when you battled A Ward, when you battled Ace, and all these other people that you think are battles. Like they didn't take you as serious as I'm taking you. You know what I mean?
right. Right.
So
Right.
this is gonna be your first real battle,
Right.
and I'm doing it. So after this, you'll see the things that you did wrong, which you could improve on, and then so hopefully when you stand in front of other people that take you serious on bigger situations, you know how to approach that shit. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's the best way I could say it without giving too much away. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, of course, of course. Yeah, and I think you know, I agree with you, bro. Like you could battle like I battled for 2.5 years before I would consider myself having a real battle. And my first real battle was Av, actually. And it
Mhm.
was like the first time I was on that big league and getting that big shot, and I was against someone that truly knew exactly what they were doing or exactly what they had to do. It's like, yeah, I could say I had wars. So I battled Reaper Rail, I battled this guy, I battled all these people back then. I battled on the Trap House
Yeah,
and versus this guy, but you don't know the difference until it is standing in front of you.
you don't. There's
So
no way to plan for it,
there's
and
no way to plan for it. Even the
everybody thinks
venues,
they
bro.
know.
Even the
Yeah,
venues, dude. Yeah, like you
all of that.
you have no idea that like you would like you're like you don't have no idea if you'd have a nervous breakdown as they're miking you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right? It's like it's a
Right.
whole different environment. So yeah, until you're standing in front of it, there really is a huge difference between people that battle and a pro, like a professional guy that
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
exactly what to do. Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
some
And that's yeah. Some people
some may
might watch our
say
battle and see that. You know what I mean? So like,
chance.
what I'm basically trying to get across to him and everybody on the roster
Mm,
is that when I come to iBattle, my my conversations always who's cooking right now. Who do you think is ready, basically? Because
right,
I'll
right.
know some people. I just went to the event they had last week. There's this kid named Sean Gata. He's fucking crazy. I
Yeah,
seen this other dude named Legitimate who's crazy.
he's
Like
legit.
obviously everybody else, Archduke, Death, Appa, everybody
Yo,
that's there is going crazy.
they're all monsters, man. I
They're
iBattle's had a
amazing.
big resurgence to like becoming one of the top leagues, man. As far as like
Oh yeah.
content and battles, like I feel like a lot of people like maybe not used to look at it as like a farm league where like you know there's a
Mhm.
talent that builds up and then they move on. Like, bro, they're just having classic fucking battles. Like every single one of these guys are just super talented. So it's dope to see the resurgence of them where it's
I don't know
like
if it's my connection or yours, but I think
I'm
you
gonna
just
blame you. It says the connection was
went in
interrupted.
and
I don't.
out.
Yeah, does it say mine? I could still hear you fine, but you're just frozen a little bit. Okay, I see you now.
I could hear you now. All right, cool. My
Okay.
bad. That was me.
Yeah, we'll say it's you. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No,
All right,
I think
cool.
it was.
Yeah.
It said connection interrupting like over your thing. So yeah,
Okay.
dude, I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. But yeah, iBattle is like really made a like a statement lately where it's like, you know, URL, GTX, RB, KOTD, and then you get around to iBattle. Like I would say like top five, man. As far as you know what I'm
Easily.
saying, easily top five.
And I think the best pool of diversity of talent is in our battle.
Oh, you
Like,
could throw a dart at yeah, you could throw a dart at the wall with names of iBattle dudes and they will match up way better than you think about against some of the top yeah, some of the top guys, for sure. For sure. Those guys are crazy, man.
and the styles is the point that I
Yeah.
like that I love highlighting about that.
Right. Your connection is
Bar setups and
okay.
punchline bars and all of that. Did it get interrupted again? My bad.
It got a little bit interrupted, but I kind of heard what you were saying about just the way they set up bars and punch and it's just like yeah, it's just
Yeah,
different.
yeah. Like if you're in a talent pool where everybody's rapping the same, like all right, that's why my class was so crazy. I think is because the talent pool around us, everybody had a different kind of skill, so you kind of had to always keep in mind to get ready for something. You know what I mean? To
Right.
be able to all right, this guy's good at this kind of talk. This guy's gonna punch back to back. This guy's gonna, and I think just that mentality for the Ultimate Madness One tournament, I was already ready for it because of I battled.
Oh man, you
I
guys
battled Sean O'Shawn, who's like,
Sean O'Shawn's a
and then
monster.
Excel, and then Eddie I. Like that was my I battle
Yeah.
run basically.
Your connection got interrupted again. Yo, chat, I see you guys. I'm not pre-recorded. I'm podcasting. I'm podcasting, guys. I see the
Should,
chat.
should I?
My bad. Yeah, you're
Should
connect.
I? Should I?
Well, I guess we'll never know. I think six gonna refresh. Man, shout out to y'all, man. I see you guys in the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share. If you want to join the Hot Do Can, it's only $2.99 a month. You get yourself a nice green name, some cool custom emojis for you to throw in the chat and make you look like you're way more important than the other people in the chat. And then you could disrespect them and yell at them and tell them that they're bad for not joining the Hot Do Can and supporting. I see you guys in here. We're strong in here. We're about 160. I know there's probably so many other lives going around. Geechee and Easy just got announced, which is just absolutely insane. I mean, it's something I knew was going to happen, but I pretty much all knew was going to happen. We're kind of just waiting on the date. We'll break that down in a better, we'll break that down more. We'll break that down more as we go along. Let me see. I just got a text from sure. All right, Sick just let me know he's gonna hop back in. There we go. Yo.
We good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Yo, you know what's I don't know if I should even talk about this. This is so funny, and I feel like since you just said his name and we're talking about iBattle, I wanna call him out on this because I wanna know if it's true. I have a really funny story about an iBattle rapper that I think subbed me on a track a while back. Yo, all right, so probably like 5 years ago. I don't know why I'm involving you in the story, but I think it's actually hilarious. I 5 years ago I was in an iBattle event and I saw Eddie I. And I love Eddie I. Like I'm cool with Eddie I to this day. Like I fuck with him. And I haven't like made music in a really long time, like probably since I was like 19, and that was like 07, 08. So I heard his music and I appreciate his music. I thought his music was really dope. And one day we're at an iBattle event and he's like, yeah, yo, let's smoke. Like, let's go in the car. I'll play some beats and we'll listen to music. So we're having like dope conversations and he plays a beat and I'm like, oh damn, like this is really fire. Like we're having like an artist moment, right? Or I think at least. And I'm like, damn, yo, this is crazy. I would probably kill this. And he's like, yeah, I would kill it too. And then I'm like, yo, we should work on something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, we should work on something. He's like, yeah, sure, dude. And I'm like, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, I'll come home, like I'll go home, I'll give you my email, like send me the beat, we'll work together, right? All right, so it's 5 years ago. So a couple days passed by, and I didn't really think of it too much because like it was just like a random music conversation, but I remembered him and I hit him up and I was like, yo, man, email me that beat whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? And like, we'll work on it, right? So he
From
goes,
5 years ago?
No. Like this was 5 years ago. Like the story was 5 years ago, and I've never talked about it because I feel like I got him. I feel like I caught him in it, but I never wanted to talk about it until just now. Now that you said his name, so I hit him up, right? I hit him up for a song. And he doesn't respond. I don't think anything of it because it's like, I'm not hounding for him. Like I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like want to do it. Like see if I could get back into the groove of music. And I sent him a text again and I'm like, hey man, still waiting for that email. Like let me know. 2 times. He never responded back. And I forget about it, right? I forget about it. It's not something that I, was like really like harping on, but I thought we had both been like, yeah. You know how to do this. I know how to do that. Let's rap together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. I don't know the name of the song, and I'm going to make a YouTube video about this, and I'm going to include the actual part of the song, right?
Okay.
He puts out a song like 4 months later, bro. And in the hook, he literally goes, I think I could say this verbatim. He says, he goes, your boy be killing with the ether. That's why these dudes want to hit me for a feature. And they don't even chill with me neither. Boy, you must have took a pill in Ibiza.
Okay.
Now listen to this. A pill in Ibiza. Do you know that song? I took a pill in Ibiza. I took a pill in Ibiza. To show Avicii I was cool. Oh my God. All right. Whatever. Whatever. All right. But he's a very popular guy, right? Do you know what his name is?
I'm guessing
Mike Posner. Mike P. So like a couple months after I asked him for a feature, right? This guy probably thought that I was like trying to leech off of him because I think like he had some good music videos out and was doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I only thought that we had like a connection, like when we played a beat, and I was like, yo, let's make music. This guy like took me as a leech and like I will die on this hill, bro. 1,000,000% subbed me in a track. and
You
said,
think
"Dude,
so?
oh, dude, oh my god, bro, it was too obvious. Like it was literally like 3 months after, and I played the song, and I'm like listening to it, and it just yelled at me. Like the second I heard it, I was like, this fucking, I'm like, yo, no way. Eddie I did not just sub me in a fucking song. Yeah.
Did you ever ask him? He's super cool. I'm pretty sure you
I
could be
never,
like,
I
yo, did you ever
never,
tell him?
dude, I never asked him because it was just something like I just felt like it's been 5 years. I have
Yeah,
never said this publicly, but I always wanted to. Like, I always want to like
yeah,
tag him and be like, hey, asshole, I remember when you subbed me like 4 years ago. I just like found it funny. But like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just wanted to like always have that in the back of my head. And yeah, bro, the dude always killing with the ether. That's why these dudes want to hit me with a feature. And he don't even chill with me neither. Boy, you must have took a pill in Ibiza. Bro, if that
Look,
isn't a
if
sub.
no, look. This is my opinion. If it is a diss, it's pretty clever. It's a clever sub, right?
Yes,
If it isn't a diss,
I look
this sounds
crazy.
like the reason Joe Budden dissed Drake, or like, like you know, how, like who did he diss? I think it was Drake, right? Where he thought he was dissing him in something before
Yes,
he
yes,
actually
yes, and it was
dissed him.
something that had absolutely
Yeah,
nothing to do with him whatsoever. And bro, that's why I haven't said anything. And I didn't
yeah.
like take that much offense to it. Like when I heard it, it like made me smile because I was like, he didn't just he didn't
Yeah.
just do that, right? Because I
Because
like
maybe like that, that song was stuck in his head or something, and he just rhymed with it.
maybe,
Or
or
maybe he was like, I'm a throw a little sub for Mike P.
for
You know what I
this
mean? You
late
never
sheet.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's cool.
I
So
love
like
Eddie. I love Eddie. I
when you battled Knox, was he there? Because I'm pretty sure
Yeah, yeah. When I pulled up, the first
this
thing.
is gonna be a hilarious story when you bring it up to him. I already know.
Oh,
Like,
1000%. And
yeah.
I hope he's honest. Like I honestly want it because I don't, it's not something that I'm like angry about, but it's like, yo, it happened like the coincidence it was like with when
Yeah,
I had asked and then when that song had dropped, I was like,
yeah,
I think that was about me. And that's why I never like said it because it's like, but that's a crazy, yeah. The next
that's
I
cool.
battle event, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
go up to him and I'm gonna rap that bar, and I'm gonna be
yeah.
like, sir, do you have explaining to
Eddie,
do, or am I Joe Budden?
yeah, right. But Eddie does have amazing music,
Oh my
so
god, he's a
everybody
monster,
go.
dude.
Yeah,
I
his music
I
is
I
cool.
hate that I love the song.
I told him like before I battled him, I was bumping probably that same song. I know
Yeah,
what song you're talking about. It was that, and there was a couple others that like I fucked with. And
yeah.
then when
The
my
fucking
battle with him
I
got locked
go.
in, yeah, yeah. When my battle with him got locked in, I was like, fuck all this shit. I deleted them out of my iTunes. I was like,
Right.
I can't listen to the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
as you should when
yeah,
someone
yeah,
becomes the op,
yeah.
all the at least like public respect has to go away. Like let me
It's
just
funny how
silent
you
up.
could be yeah, it's funny how you could be a fan of someone, but the way your mind shifts on how you look at them or listen to them when they're locked in with a battle with you. You know what I mean? Like that's something I had to learn early. Like first, like when I battled Chilla and Magic and people like and you, like I was I remember like all right, now when I watch their rounds, I have to like dissect them instead of enjoy them. You know what I mean? So like,
Right,
especially
right.
with like Magic, that was a little tougher for me because there are rounds from Magic that I know verbatim. You know
Yep,
what I mean?
yep.
Like, and now I have to battle him and talk shit to him about it. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, I just think that's people should research the psychology of battle rappers. Like, what goes on in your brain when you watch a battle that you originally watched and were enjoying, are probably in the footage going crazy,
Right,
and
right,
now
right,
you
right.
gotta like watch the shit back and be like, why did I react to that?
It's
You know what I
probably
mean?
the same
Like,
thing. I make a lot of parallels between mixed martial arts and battle rap, and it's probably the same type of thing, right? Where it's like you could admire someone as a fighter, but now you're looking at him in a completely different way. Like going from looking at someone as like, a peer to a
yo,
threat.
can you hear me? I just got a
Yeah.
call. I don't know if it fucked mine. I
No,
can't hear you,
you can't
so
hear
I don't
me?
know if. Let me get out and get back in.
Okay.
My
All
bad.
right.
This is the second time.
All right. All right.
All right, hold on.
We'll wrap this up soon regardless.
Isn't there like a volume button on this? All
Oh,
right, fuck.
That Pump It Up bar wasn't about Joe. I don't know. I don't know. Damn, I'm gone, Mike. You got eHive members in your chat too. I can't rock with them. All right, take care. Who even? Mike, stop talking until you get to 10K. Listen, man, we're always gonna. We gotta wait, bro. I'm surprised I'm even doing this, man. I'm surprised I'm even doing this. You know, I always get disappointed with you guys, man. I'll be coming in here thinking I'm gonna get like 8,000. You know what I'm saying? 9,000. Now you just dumping on them.
All these difficulties, man.
They said Beasley's blocking the interview.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I forgot, because this is why I even brought up the diss battle almost happening. Beasley was good with it. I just want to clear that narrative for some people.
Yeah.
Beasley was completely
was
cool with me battling Diz. The same way he was cool with, like, I know, you know, the Pat event was a special thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're not opposed to me working with King of the Dot either. That's a fact. It's confirmed. They treat their they're like, I don't want to get too much, I guess, or we could if you want.
Yeah.
But I have no problems over there. Like, I'm battling pretty much where I want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Right.
So I just want to clear that up for people. Like, yeah. Beasley likes me. All right? That's my boy. All right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel like they always think like, you know, Beasley likes me so much that when I started making my moves, he just didn't call me at all. I think like that's like the ultimate, like, you could do your thing, Mike. You know what I'm saying? I take that as like freedom.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I guess they get like a, you know, I feel like sometimes their rep is questionable and things that
There's
they do
definitely
might not, you know, seem like the right thing, but it's also, you know, that's a double-edged sword, you know, it works both ways. So, you know, I think there's a lot of battlers that make terrible decisions too and say things that they, you know what I mean, or be wrong about like where they think they, you know what I'm saying, stand, which is a tough thing to fight as an artist sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes as a rapper or as an anything, right? Like at a regular job, you could think that you should be supervisor, but you're stuck, you know, or at least you should get full time and you're not getting, you know what I mean? It's a tough thing to deal with, that pride of an artist. And battle rap is a weird field to be in, man. It's like one of those things that, you know, it doesn't give you like life-changing like money there. It gives you the platform to possibly get things off of it via, you know, you collabing with Jazzy B and Easy, you know, getting it to Bel Air and like movie things, and you know what I mean? It definitely gives you the opportunity 100%.
Bro, the difference between when I was battling on iBattle to like when I had a couple URL battles, just my life was ridiculous, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm talking like, I think probably maybe after I battled you or Danny, like the first couple caffeine joints, I could everywhere I went, people knew who I was.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing to.
It's such a crazy effect to pull up to a club and the security is like, "Yo, Sick, what up, bro? Come here. Yeah, he's good. He doesn't, you know,
right,
like,
right. Get him right in. Get him a drink.
Walking past everybody. Yeah, and I'm like, what the, like, just somebody being a fan, and the kind of shit that. This is why I love. Like, I have so much gratitude when I meet somebody who's a fan of mine, because the lengths that they'll go to get a picture or to like say what's up to you. Like, there was this dude working at the airport during one of my flights.
Oh, airport's the best place to be, man.
Yeah.
Always get recognized in the airport.
Across the whole thing. He had somebody in a wheelchair that he's taken to the plane, and he's like, yo!
Like, I thought you were about to say, he just fucking.
Yeah.
Get the fuck.
That's crazy. I remember one time I was just walking in New York. It was like, and there was this dude that was like working in like a restaurant, and he just runs out the door and runs across and starts running at me. You know, I put my lead foot in front. You know what I mean?
Right.
I put one foot back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he's like, and he walks up like this. He's like, "Are you real sick?" And it's like, I like shit. And then he runs back in, gets his phone. runs back to take a picture. Like shit like that is crazy, and that's type of stuff is the URL effect. To this day, I'll be in the
100%.
gym and somebody will come up to me and say, you know, you battled, but the last caffeine battles I have, you battled against, yo, your battle with Arsenal was crazy. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right.
Or I saw you do this, that was crazy. And then now, after like the 2-on-2 with Clips and DNA, that gets brought up. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it, and that's King of the Dot too, another big league. So like, yeah, the
yeah.
effect on being on the, you know, I guess like the top viewed leagues,
Right.
crazy. So
It's
like the
insane.
URL effect, yeah, the
It's
URL. That's
real.
what I
It's
call it.
real. The
Yeah, the
URL
URL.
effect. That's a good. It's a press the right name, right? I guess it's like the right
Yeah,
name
yeah,
to
yeah.
put it. Yeah, I mean, dude, like I've gotten recognized in Manchester at like 4 in the morning, like
Crazy.
not during a battle event or after battle. You know what I mean? Like at a random fucking whatever they do, like tea and crumpet spot. You know what I'm saying? Like those places.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
my favorite thing to get recognized, which is like the biggest for me, is when I play Call of Duty, bro. Like you be
Mhm.
hopping into Call of
Yeah.
Duty with like 11 million players, and like when you get one person in a lobby that's like, "I'm not playing with Mike P right now." My response always is like, "Nah, he's trash, bro." Every
Yeah.
time. Or like the best thing with like getting recognized is, well, not the best thing, but it's like you don't, like you said how you were like prepping yourself. It's that thought of like I've gotten better at recognizing someone that's trying to figure out if they're
If I'm good.
recognizing me.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like the
It's
one
a
like
different look.
universal. It's a diff.
Yeah.
You can immediately, yeah, you can immediately
In the
see
beginning,
that
you
someone's
just see the
trying to
yeah,
figure out if your face matches what they usually look at on a phone. I've seen that all the time, bro.
and it,
I'll look and I'll
yeah.
smile, bro. I'll look at somebody and I'll just smile and I'll just sit back and wait. And
It's
I've done
funny
it a
because
million
like
times where they're like, "Yo, you Mike P." I'm like, "What? The trash battler? Nah, nah, dude, that guy." And then
I
it's like,
kind of can't help it when I'm outside with my head wrap on. Like I'm like,
right, right, right.
yeah, you got me. You know what I mean? But like,
No,
nah, it's always funny because yeah, in the beginning, I know everybody talks about this when they first start getting notoriety, but that look that somebody will just be staring
it's
at you,
so
and then you're just
universal,
like,
bro. Like,
and it's funny because it's right when you make eye contact with them, it's kind of like clicks in their head. So like if I'm
right,
standing
right.
somewhere and I know they're looking, they're still kind of like looking. But if I like turn and then I see that look, that's more like they know it. So now I just give them a head nod. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right. Or like
What
they'll have
up?
like
And
that,
then they just start smiling. Oh shit, what's good?
or have those narcissistic moments where you turn extra a couple more times. You're like, let me make sure he sees every side of my profile.
Yeah, you just
Pretend
start
I'm picking up the
doing
phone.
a
Yo,
360.
bees. Yo, yeah. I mean that last battle. You know what I'm saying? Like we need more racks. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm sorry. What,
Right, right.
dude?
Nah, yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I know we spoke about Ward and Verb. I want to ask you one
Oh
more
yeah,
prediction, and then I don't want to keep you too long. Hitman and Ill Will.
that's a crazy battle.
Yeah.
Uh, Man, I think Ill Will is one of the most dangerous battle rappers, like
Right.
in the world. You know what I mean? He could do everything. He could joke on you. He got punchlines. He could do all like that's a dangerous man to stand in front of.
Yeah.
And Hitman is dope. I think Hitman when he battled Bill is like one of his craziest performances to me because he didn't rely on the weapon that we all know him for. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Right.
he kind of just stood there and just barred with him, and it was dope. Like he rapped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I like that Hitman. I think that Hitman, like even the way he was rapping verse Easy in his first. Believe it or not, I think that in a small room would be crazier.
It's funny.
like,
It's crazy
like
because I just had an interview with Three Letterman and I said the same
yeah,
thing. I feel like Hitman, like I feel like when his big stage performances were at their most effective, it was at a time where there was more leniency towards like good layered material, and it was
right.
more about like performing your material as opposed to how well that writing is. And I feel like his biggest like thing that he's known for now hurts him a little more on big stages because it's just not about that anymore, and there's like so much more
Right.
to do. So I feel like bringing him down into a small room would actually make him more effective because it takes away that ability to have to do all this performance shit that really
Yeah.
might not get counted as well as like a 2023 fucking haymaker, from Ill Will or a Coke So White thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of
Yeah.
have to bar out with these guys. So I think it benefits him going into a small room, which is weird to say, but you
Yeah.
you get it just as much as I do. Like it's
For
like
sure.
Hitman is more effective.
Yeah, I think he's just became a better rapper over the years. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like,
Right.
I'm hyped to see how this battle goes down. This battle might be, I mean, out of the three, I think this will be the most debated one out of the three.
I agree. Yeah.
Even though I love Young Gil, but like I think K might clearly get that one, but it'll be a good battle. I think Ward might clearly get him versus Verb, and I think this is probably gonna the most debatable one in my eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so as well. With Young Ill, it's kind of gonna have to be like an Arsenal thing where he's gonna have like a miracle night. You know what I mean? Like because like
Yeah.
you just can't not battle for that long and come back and just beat active modern killers like Big K, especially with the run that he's
Yeah.
on. I don't think K would allow himself to make that a close battle. You know what I'm saying?
K
So
K is probably champion of the year right now, right?
I would say so. I mean, you're doing
A
monumental
Ward,
shit, right?
Mook, Rex, Young Gil.
I
It's
mean,
kind of
it's
crazy. That's
just
crazy
yeah, it's
already.
absolutely insane. And then I mean, two of those guys he already convincingly beat, and both of those guys, I mean, Ward is really tough to clearly beat. Like you don't really
Yeah.
ever talk about Ward just losing a battle straight up and down. And I thought Big K, clearly won that, and then Murder Mook, like that's a battle that you like don't even think like a modern battler can even get a chance to get. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he took full opportunity and smoked his boots is wild. And then it's like
That's
the
like
storyline of him doing that and then his next battle being Mook's like
right
partner with
hand.
Rex, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he knocks out both of those guys and then you add that Ward performance. Yeah, you're talking three battles that really cannot be fucked with when it comes to anybody else that's in those contentions. Yeah, I would say so. I don't watch enough battle rap to really like say who the other guys are. I know people talk about
Yeah.
Trez and people talk about like, but if you're
Press
talking
is
like
fucking.
Big K, bro, like just the
Yeah.
resume, like the accolades alone that he could end up with this year and has
Yeah.
already collected too, like it's just yeah, it's gonna get dark. I think it gets dark for both of them, for Rex and Young Hill, bro. I think
Yeah. Yeah. Me
there's
too.
no stopping Big K right now.
Yeah. But to answer your question, I think I'll say Ill Will with an edge. I mean, Ill Will just had a great one with Hollow. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like,
yeah,
I think, and Hollow, I would argue, is more active than Hitman.
right,
Um,
right. Yeah, he has been. He's been very active.
but you know what? I think might be. Oh yeah, yeah. Hollow got the Source and Twerk like in August. Like he's a
Crazy.
maniac.
Yeah,
But
he is.
like
He is.
I think hosting Bags and Bodies made Hit is gonna put Hitman in like a more of a rapper mood. You can't
I
help it.
understand that. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
you
probably
can't help it when you're around rappers
you
like
take
that.
mental notes, subconscious notes that you don't even
Yeah.
know you're taking, and then it just shows up in your material,
Mhm.
out of nowhere. It's like you got inspired and you
Yeah.
didn't even know it. Yeah, I see that
Yeah.
happening
Yeah.
100%.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped for that event. I'm hyped for all these events. Battle rap is finally starting to get back to battle rap again. Like
Yeah,
these first 6 months was a fucking circus, bro.
I
Like,
mean, yeah, absolutely. I hailed it as the corniest year in the history of battle rap 2023, but we have
mhm.
time. We have a whole half a year left to salvage that. And, I really think there's a big correlation between everyone only talking about drama and there being no battles. You know what I'm saying? Like no
That-
real battles, or at least the influence of like constant. You just people just want something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
think it's a good
it's
thing. It's
it's
a
also a two-way street. I think in the sense of like sometimes battles can make all the drama shit not matter. I feel
Yeah.
like when Cat League
100%.
was kicking off, all the drama and all of that shit was talked about here and there, but there was so many battles happening.
You couldn't talk
It
about, yeah, you
didn't
couldn't talk about anything
you
else.
couldn't not talk about battles. So I
Yeah.
think it's a two-way street in the sense that like um I forgot who said this to me and I ended up I think the Source tweeted it. And I was like, oh shit, that's crazy to think about. He said no battle this year to him was better than me and Twerk so far.
Right,
And me and
right.
Twerk was in December, and I was like, oh shit, we're in July.
Yeah.
And I start going through the year, and I'm like, oh shit, that might be true. And forget me, like whatever the battles of the year last year were, Nitty and Ward or whoever. Like it's like, damn, like we haven't had one of those this year. I feel like yet.
No,
So
no.
and so it's kind of a two-way street in a yo, these battles haven't been that crazy. So
Right,
now
right,
you're
right.
getting into the drama and also the drama being prevalent, so there being no battles, you know what I mean?
Right,
I
right.
think it's
Like literally battles not happening because of
yeah,
drama, and then it's
yeah.
like, yeah, yeah. It's a direct correlation. Like there's no way if
It's
battle rap is
crazy.
flourishing from a content
Mhm.
standpoint, you have nothing else you want to
None of
talk
that.
about. Why would anyone want to talk about bullshit when
Yeah.
when there's actually
It's
things going on? So yeah,
yeah, it's crazy you could go on somebody that like their YouTube channel could be battle rap blogger, but then like 10 videos in a row will be this person snubbed this person or this person talking shit about this. It's like, yo,
yeah, yeah.
I thought this was bad. That's like, clicking on like an animal channel and there's like alien conspiracies on it. You're like, what the fuck is I
Or
thought
people
I
are
was
like,
gonna
are people like, man, deers are assholes, huh? It's like, I thought we were supposed to just be watching the deer and like talking about the deer. Why are we criticizing it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what? And you know what, dude? You know what kills that? I think monetization.
yeah.
There's a lot of people that
That's a
don't
fact.
need to have morals in battle rap,
Yeah,
and those guys don't mind taking drama. They don't care if it's true, if it's false. They know if you put a certain word, if you put a certain emoji, if you hashtag this, and if you talk about that, you will be able to, as long as you pass the 8 minute mark on YouTube, you'll be able to rake in thousands a month, doing nothing but, disrespecting the culture. So, it's like there's a lot of people that don't have enough pride, and I guess it just makes me feel better as to who I am. Like with my YouTube
yeah,
channel, I know I could rake in money. I could rake in so much money every single day. All you got to do is screenshot some bullshit, beat
yeah,
around the bush for 8 minutes, wait till you hit your mark, slap a price tag on it, and then like you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that there, I think there just has to be more of people like that just have those morals, and I think that works hand in hand as well when it comes to everyone talking about drama, because there's a lot of prominent guys in the blogging scene that only speak on that
yeah,
drama, which then kind of regurgitates onto Twitter, and then the next thing you know, it seems like the world is ending. You know what I mean? I'll
yeah,
always say
yeah,
that social media is the minority. If there's 100 people talking about how battle rap is dead on Twitter, there's 500,000 that have no idea you're talking about it. And I still
and
think that.
that,
I still think the amount of
yeah,
people that, silent viewers compared to the internet, that like there really is no, you know what I mean? And none of that is a conversation if you just shut it off. If you have
yeah,
people muted and you don't see a conversation, guess what? Battle rap is battle rap. Battle rap is about rap battles. If you want to dive in to drama and you want to dive into that tea, it's going
yeah,
to feel negative. You're going to feel that tension. You're going to feel that hate. That's the best advice I've ever seen from Joe Rogan. Like Joe Rogan says that all the time. You shut the internet off and you just have you and your world. Like there's
yeah,
nobody trying to interrupt that peace. If you involve yourself into it, it's gonna seem like it's bigger than it is.
yeah,
So as crazy as and I have said, I feel like the bad side of the internet battle rap community, I feel like it has leaked into battle rap in a sense, as far as like how battle rappers operate now and like how drama filled artists are and stuff. But
yeah,
still, at the end of the day, bro, it is like
yeah,
tenfold when it comes to the amount of people that just watch battle rap, that are just a
yeah,
fan of it, that just wants to see battles. They wait for notifications and that's it.
That's it. I got reminded of that when I went out to Gnome Impact because that was in the middle of all the drama shit happening,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So then I went there and it's like it was only mentioned by the battlers. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like
Right.
none of the
Right.
fans
Right.
said
Right.
anything about it. They were still just talking about battle rap and the end and packed venue and everybody going crazy for
It's not a
bars.
coincidence that I've been doing this for 11 years and I've never been disrespected in person.
Right.
It's the same
Right.
thing. It's just a bunch of people that, it's just for the internet. And when you go into the real world, it's so different. It's a lot more positive than it is if if you're relying on the internet to kind of push that
For
narrative,
sure.
man.
And it's just foreign to me because I've just never had to do that. You know what I mean? And everything I got was just strictly off skill set. So
Right.
like when I see all this shit going on, I'm like, yeah, I just get discouraged with battle rap. There was definitely a couple weeks where I remember opening my Twitter and just seeing somebody like screaming at somebody and being like, all right, what? I don't need this right now. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Yeah, it's just not something you want to enter into your life. It's not something you would want to see in front of you, right? Like if you're just
yeah,
kind of hanging out by yourself or you're with your girl, like you don't want to see two people arguing in front of each other. It just makes everything awkward. It gives you a weird energy. Like you don't want to
right.
carry it around. So it's easy to get stuck into that. But we got battles on the way. We got battles coming from you this
Sure.
week. I'm really excited for your battle with homeschool, and I'm extremely proud of you, man. I don't say that enough, bro. You have really you have really you become a staple in this game and outside of this game, and you're getting recognized by important people because of just that, man. You are a special talent, bro. And
Thank
I
you, bro.
really look
Thank you.
forward. Some may say you got some shit lined up for this weekend, and I'm excited to see it, and I can't wait to see how you end the year as well, because we missed you. We have missed you. There's been a lot of people talking, so it's
Thank
good to see you back.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I definitely um, feel like my energy was missed in battle rap, and I think I have an energy to offer the battle rap that, like, I feel like when the clips of me battling on Saturday, or all things battle rap, shout out to them, or Let's
Oh,
Talk
they're
Battle Rap,
good. Yeah, but
whoever,
yeah,
like, yeah, like who or battle rap bum, shout out to him, like whoever,
goat.
because yeah, whoever posts these clips, when you see the clips of me, I think it'll be refreshing, and I think all the battles that I have for the rest of the year will also bring that energy that's been missing from battle rap. Um, I'm trying to go crazy for the rest of the year, and yeah, homeschool on Saturday, July 29th, Staten Island, 73 Wave Street in Staten Island. Pull up if you're
Mm.
in the area. There's a lot of good battles on the card. You got Oppa versus Def the Kid,
It's gonna be
which
disgusting. That's
crazy.
gonna be disgusting. They're
The
both so
championship
good.
for the headband, I think, right? Yeah, the championship or whatever.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, you got crazy battles. This, and if you never been to an battle event, you missing out, bro. It's not like a regular super tense event.
That's
You
my
get
only
all
regret
the
of
energy
moving to Florida, man. It's my only
that you can
regret,
come to
dude.
our
That I
battle
can't
event,
that I
right?
can't just drive, hit up my boy Rich or hit up my boy Dan, and just be like, "Yo, let's go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
iBattle." Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm
It's a
excited. I'm
fun
excited.
energy. It's
Oh,
fun. It's fun. You're
yeah.
gonna have fun. You're gonna hear bars that you're like you're gonna hear jokes that you can't stop laughing from. You're gonna hear lines that you'll be like, "How the fuck you think of that?" You're gonna see people acting up and performing crazy. Like you'll see everything.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? At
yeah.
another battle. Like,
Nino is trolling the shit out of me in the chat. He's pissing me off.
of course
He
he
said,
is.
"Sick, find a new hobby." Mike, tell Sick to let you borrow some muscles. Listen, bro, dude,
If
Sick.
y'all don't know who Nino Bless is, he's like the battle rap whisperer. Like he's like,
Yes, bro.
you know what I mean? He knows all the he he played a huge part in Stay Forever. You know what I mean?
Woo.
So
Yeah, I
and he
mean,
and he played a huge part in all the good decisions in my career. You know what I mean? Like the reason I didn't, battle some people that I had like just the battle instinct to be like, oh fuck it, let me at him. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right, right,
Like,
right,
and him being like, you don't need this right now. Just wait. And then he
right.
was always right. I would wait and then get a bigger battle. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
shout out to Nino. Stop trolling in the comments. Grown men are tough.
Yo, sick man. It was a pleasure having you on, bro.
Absolutely.
I look forward to watching the pay-per-view for sure. And
Yeah,
you already know, man. You hit me up anytime, all right, brother?
absolutely. Follow me on Real Sick 99 on Twitter and Instagram. Music coming soon. If you haven't heard me on beat, go to my Instagram. I dropped a freestyle on there like a month
Oh
ago,
my
something
god, dude. Oh my
like that.
god.
It's
You killed
uh
that, man.
shout out to RJ Payne for commenting on it. I reached out to him. He was familiar, which is amazing as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah, you wild
uh
out on that.
knock some features out. Yo, I got a lot of shit coming, bro. Your
I
boy is
know.
lit.
I
All
know.
right.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited for it.
yeah, I can't wait. Salute to the chat. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
You already know, brother. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
it. Absolutely.
All
All
right.
right, bro.
All right. Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Real Sick. Yes, we had Real Sick on the podcast.